Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're tapping on the Solar Plexus Chakra in order to give you a sense of more empowerment, tapping into that power, tapping into that autonomy, your sovereignty. But before we do, I'm Sandra Inman, author of Tapping into Abundance, using EFT tapping and the law of attraction to change your mindset and turn your life around. And if you want to do just that, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos, and grab a copy of that book. The link to the book is in the description field below this video. So today we're tapping on the Solar Plexus Chakra. This is the third chakra. It's associated with the color yellow, and yellow is the color of brilliance. It's the color of attraction. It's the color of sunlight and just light in general. This part of you, this empowerment part of you, is really the seat of your autonomy. It's the seat of your power. It's where you get to express you in the world, assert yourself in the world, and realize that you are a sovereign being. You've come to this planet for a reason, and you, and only you, can tell yourself what you're doing here and do what it is that you are doing here. It's very empowering, and it's meant to be. We're not meant to be here on planet Earth being swept around like jellyfish. We are our own authority, and at this point in the chakra work, we start to realize that and allow ourselves to own that. Now, I know that we've been told through our childhoods, particularly through schooling and through our culture, that we aren't powerful beings, that we are like jellyfish being swimming around the ocean according to the tides, not having any autonomy over our lives, not having any authority over ourselves, that it's always somebody else telling us what to do. But that's not true. When we're working on the chakras and we're working on that spiritual journey, we begin to learn who and what we really are. And tapping on the solar plexus is a very big part of stepping into that. At this chakra, you're going to be dealing with the fears, the guilt, the shame, all of those things we've dealt with in the root chakra and the sacral chakra. But the expression of ourselves really comes through in this chakra. So it's really important to do the foundational work, the root chakra, so that you're dealing with the fears of not being safe, not being secure, not being good enough, not worthy. Bringing that into the sacral chakra, where you do allow yourself to want pleasure, to want things that you want in your life, allowing yourself to have needs and not be beating yourself up over not being basically a anti-materialist human that can just basically live on love and light. We're on this planet because we're here to create, and at the sacral chakra, this is where we get to explore our feelings and get to explore the things that we do desire and that we do want. Now, I'm not encouraging you to be materialistic and saying that it's okay to be hedonistic or materialistic. I'm just saying that we need to have that balance between being too much of the ascetic and having nothing and wanting nothing, and actually being here and doing what we came here to do, which is to explore everything that we have, bringing that heaven to earth, bringing that spirituality to earth. At the solar plexus chakra, you may find that you have to deal with emotions like anger. You may have to still do with dealings with fear, because this is where you really start to feel the shame over stepping out and being who you are. So that means you may have to feel and deal with tapping on the shame around actually shining your light in the world. Saying, hey, I do this and I'm good at it. Saying, hey, I'm worth this when it comes to negotiating your salary or your wages or pricing. If you do a service, if you have your own business, this is where you get to basically stand in your value as well. And this can be really tricky. Most people get stuck at the root chakra and the sacral chakra and don't come up here. They don't come up at all, because it's just very, very confrontational to actually step up and go, hey, I have value here. I have rights, and I'm a sovereign being, and I am my own authority. So this is what I came here to do in my life, and this is what I'm doing. And if you all can't handle that, then that's not my problem. That's your problem. You try to, at this chakra, have a win-win with people, but sometimes that just doesn't happen. So if you're a person who's used to hiding, if you're a person who is afraid to express your anger, because anger, all that is that part of you saying, your ego self that's protecting you saying, something's not right. Something could possibly be potentially dangerous to you. And the anger just alerts you to the fact that you may need to stand up for yourself. You may need to say no. You may need to say yes when it scares you. So when you feel anger, you can tap on that anger, and that will bring you to what the underlying concern is, which is generally a fear for survival of some sort, or a fear to do with you not being able to do what you came here to do because something or someone is blocking you from doing that. So understanding anger at this level is important, and tapping on anger at this level is also important. You may also do that, of course, at the sacral chakra, because that is your emotional zone. So anger is going to be a part of that too, and accepting that. But when it comes to you standing up for yourself, you're going to need anger to give you that fuel, to give you that energy, and to give you that fire to be able to stand up for yourself. So don't see anger as being a bad thing. Anger, when it is expressed in a way that is constructive, that isn't destructive. Anger in a way that allows you to go, hey, I'm feeling the energy of anger in my body, something's wrong, I just need to go and explore what that is, and then work with that. Ram Dass said, when you get the message, hang up the phone. And that's what anger is. Anger is a message. So once you get the message, you can hang up the phone and start to deal with whatever it is that's making you feel angry. Now, it may be something that's not even real. It could just be a belief that you have that isn't true. But if you go and explore that, then you'll find out whether it's true, whether it's something to be concerned about, or whether it's just an old habit that you have. So we're going to tap on a few different things. We're going to tap on anger. We're going to tap on you stepping into your power. And we're going to work with you stepping out and being able to shine that brilliant light in the world. So starting on the karate chop point, even though when it comes to my solar plexus chakra, I really feel the fear. I may even feel shame and guilt. I'm just going to honor how I feel. Even though, when it comes to my third chakra, I have to step into my power, shine my light. That almost makes me want to feel sick. And I'm just going to honor how I feel. Even though I've been told that being angry, standing up for myself, even stepping out, showing everyone my value, my worth, that it's wrong, that it's bad somehow to do all of this. I'm just going to honor that. It's part of my programming. So now we're going to tap on the points. When I want to shine my light, when I want to speak out, when I want to share what I can do with the world, I feel the shame. I may even feel guilt. Who am I to stand up? Who am I to say no? Who am I to show my value? Who am I to get angry? Who do I think I am? What do I think I am? I can feel the judgment coming. Judgment from others. If I share with people how good I am at something, they're going to laugh me down. They're going to criticize me, judge me, tell me I shouldn't be so arrogant. I shouldn't toot my own horn. And I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to feel small. Like I just broke a rule or something. And it will feel safer to hide. Just hide. Crawl away. Go back to my place. Stay in my lane. And then I feel the anger. And I feel bad about that too. I'm not supposed to get angry. I'm supposed to be all about peace and love. Anger's bad. Anger can be destructive. But I'm going to allow myself to feel it anyway. Because it's telling me something's wrong. I don't like the judgment. I don't like the criticism. I don't like the shaming. I don't like the guilting. Whether I'm doing it to myself or someone else is doing it to me. I don't like it. And I don't want it anymore. What if it's okay for me to shine my light in the world? What if it's okay for me to stand up for myself? What if it's okay for me to tell people that I'm good at something? What if it's okay for me to acknowledge I have value? What if it's okay for me to acknowledge my sovereignty? What if it's okay for me to look after myself? What if it's okay for me to take back my power? Okay, taking a deep breath and letting it out. Now there's probably going to be a lot of things that come up for you during that tapping. A lot of voices will probably come up, voices from parents, teachers, friends, siblings that you've heard over the years, pressures from people that you may even be working with or friends even. Because there's a lot of guilting and shaming and judgment and criticism that goes on in the world, especially when you want to stand in your sovereignty and stand in your power. As soon as you do that, everybody else, well, not everybody, but a lot of people who aren't in their power, who aren't standing in their understanding of their sovereignty, are going to feel that they're losing control, and they're also going to be reminded every time you stand in your power, they're going to be reminded that they're not in theirs. And that's going to cause them to do the judgment, do the criticism, do the shaming, and do the guilting. So if you are standing in your power in a way that's very positive, in a way that's very productive in the world, so I'm not talking about ego-oriented power as in being egocentric, egotistical, and totally narcissistic and abusive. I'm talking about you just standing in your sovereign spiritual power, where you have something wonderful to bring into the world, and you want to look after that, you want to assert it, and you want to bring it into the world and share it with other people. That's what this is all about. This isn't about an ego trip. This is about you being able to be you in the world and to love and accept your gifts and what you can bring to other people through whatever it is that you do. And you need to be able to be standing in your power with that. And there are going to be people who aren't going to appreciate that, and that's simply because they're not standing in their power. So don't try to stand in their power for them. Just try to get back into your own power. Because the more people that are standing in their spiritual power, the better the world will actually be. It'll be a much better place because everybody will be honest, everybody will be contributing in a way that's actually really productive, rather than being in the more of a selfish nature that we see a lot of in the world today. And I mean selfishness more in a negative way, not self-care, or that kind of the gift in selfishness, which is self-care. This is more in the destructive side of being selfish simply out of fear of not having, or the fear of going without, or some sort of fear that's driving that, as opposed to it coming from a place of care. If you want to work with the chakras, tapping on the chakras with me, or just tapping in general with me, I do offer a 30-minute free clarity session that isn't tapping, but it is a way of you getting clearer about maybe where you're stuck in life, or where you may be holding energy or imbalances in your chakras. We can talk about that during that 30-minute session, and then if we're fit, we can talk about working together. The link to how you can contact me to do that is in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra Inman, and I'll see you on the next video.